Hello everyone, welcome to Halo Moon Tarot. This is your weekly reading for Pisces. How are you guys? Hope you're well. Weekly singles love reading for Pisces. New love prospects, new love connections. Who's interested in you, coming your way. Okay, or vice versa. Pisces. A couple of cards there. Oh, I see the Three of Pentacles. And I see someone kind of weighing the pros and the cons here. Whether someone's your type, if you have things in common. So it has to do with, I definitely see an energy of something that someone has in common here. Now I do see also possibly the energy of three. Yeah, I see the Queen of Wands. Oh, that's interesting. And we have Six of Swords. So some of you may be weighing the pros and the cons here. You know what you want. You're not settling. So you may feel like someone's not your type or you don't have anything in common. But also see the possibility of something being in common because we see the Queen of Wands, someone very creative, very passionate about what they believe in. It's a person who often stands up for themselves. This is someone who's not afraid of going after something they want either. So interesting. Yeah, we have the Seven of Wands. So it's the energy of someone who stands up for themselves. You may have stood up to someone here, but I feel its energy is just kind of weighing the pros and the cons. It looks like it could be another person. You could be the Queen of Wands, they could be, but it's just an energy. Yeah, we have the Star, someone releasing things that no longer serve, but it has to do with someone's hopes and dreams. See? The things you have in common, cooperation, compromise, compatibility. Someone may have felt you weren't compatible. You see, it could be someone who's pushed you away or you've pushed someone away or just stood up to them. Seven of Wands. But it's also an energy of being weighing the pros and the cons, being careful what you believe. And we have the Devil, a little Capricorn. So there could be someone here who's a Capricorn. Yeah, someone here is definitely kind of fantasizing here, but it's also an energy of someone who may have other options. So there's someone here may work a lot. They may be a workaholic. It's also someone who often has a lot of options. The King of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Yeah, someone's fantasizing. Someone's about to make a decision. There's a little obsession. Someone's obsessed with something here. Now, sometimes the Queen of Pentacles can get that way or vice versa. Like I say, like... Queen of Wands, and then we have the King of Pentacles. So this could be Aries, Leo, Sag, or Scorpio energy. But someone here's, kind of procrastinating, back and forth, should I or shouldn't I? Somebody here is definitely, 1 minute this person's feeling pretty positive. This is their hopes and dreams, you see. And the next minute they're kind of like, procrastinating. Should I or shouldn't I? Should I just move away to avoid a disaster? Now it's an energy of two people growing closer, spending time together. So it's about maybe someone here, like maybe you stood up to somebody, Pisces, or vice versa. Someone may have pushed you away. Maybe they felt you weren't, the right person. You weren't compatible. But it's also, I feel someone's obsessed here. Someone's definitely works a lot, a workaholic, Capricorn possible energy. Maybe that's something you have in common here. Definitely an energy of creativity, but there's something that needs to be acknowledged. I can see it. Someone's looking at this. They're kind of, fantasizing, looking at all the possibilities, how something could play out. Yeah, someone exploring their options. Maybe this person has other options. Maybe they feel like you do. Yeah, you may have pushed someone away here. Maybe you're telling someone here you have other options, but I'll tell you, it's an energy of acknowledging and somebody back and forth. Should I or shouldn't I? Three of Pentacles. Yeah, someone here is definitely indecisive, unable to make a decision. Now, there could be a choice between several people. Someone may have other options, but, there's this obsession. Something that you have in common with this person. Somebody's failed to recognize, they failed to see something. They failed to acknowledge the things you have in common. They didn't see it. So that's what I feel. I feel like you got a person heading your way, but that Six of Swords tell me somebody moved on to avoid a disaster. They may have pushed you away. And I feel here with the Star, it's someone's hopes and dreams, but it's a person who needs to let go of something. Someone here I feel they're obsessed. They haven't let go. That's what I feel. So Two of Pentacles. Why is this here? Yeah, see, weighing the pros and the cons, looking, someone exploring their options, but it's also, like I say, someone procrastinating. Someone maybe have other choices, or they feel that way with you, because I feel someone failed to recognize this. Yeah, so it has to do with, oh yeah. Should I or shouldn't I? It has to do with someone playing the field. This is someone who's probably used to being chased. But it also has to do with somebody here definitely was maybe chasing someone or chasing other options, but it's also an energy of long-term planning. Somebody here's, you know, should I or shouldn't I? Is this person right for me? This is someone who failed to recognize the things you have in common. It has to do with planning and preparing, you know, this victory. Someone who's used to being chased. They have a lot of options. This is someone who maybe, like I say, maybe you failed to see or they failed to see. This is both people, possibly. But it's definitely connected here. Tell me about this Queen of Wands. Why is this here for Pisces? Yeah, you got the King of Wands. Somebody with an ego. So someone here definitely has an ego. Maybe you have a couple options. So I do feel there's someone who's failed to see, failed to recognize the things you have in common. Or failed to recognize, maybe you failed to recognize this person has other options. Maybe they just come in when they want attention. This is a person who's often ruled by their ego. You see? Has to do with chasing. We have the King and Queen of Wands. That's something you have in common. Okay? I see creative energy. Maybe you're both workaholics, okay? Very creative. You're very determined. You don't give up. You stand up for yourself. Very interesting. Six of Swords is two people taking the time to get to know each other. Maybe someone didn't take the time to get to know you. They decided to move on to avoid a disaster. Maybe they felt you had other options or you felt that way. But I'll tell you, pretty interesting. Six of Swords. Yeah, see, this is two people taking the time to get to know each other. So it looks like you've likely already drank from this person's cup. You've drank from each other's cup. So it's two people seeing eye to eye. Let's see. Soulmate connection. Maybe you're just friends. No. This is two people taking the time to get to know each other, learning about each other, how you feel, what you like, what you don't like. You know, we've got a King of Cups here. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Someone definitely could have some Sag or Scorpio in their chart. Cancer, Pisces, it could be you, could be them. This could go either way here, but this is someone who's definitely in their feelings here, kind of fantasizing about this being successful, but this is a person ruled by their ego. You know, it could be both of you. You know, maybe you both have egos, you both have lots of options. You know, but it's about exploring these options, and this person's definitely weighing the pros and the cons. Maybe somebody was juggling, you know, maybe you failed to recognize it. Yeah. Someone here was indecisive, though. Tell me about this indecision. Yeah, it's a choice between two, so it has to do with the Lovers. So somebody here is definitely feeling the love. Maybe some of you have a choice between two. Like I say, you win some, you lose some sometimes. Something isn't successful, so it's an energy of just moving on. But I feel for a lot of you, it has to do with this bond, this connection between two people. Someone failed to recognize. They didn't see, or they were unable to make a choice. Like I say, they may have been juggling back and forth. Someone's definitely stood up here. I feel that came out with the Queen of Wands. Somebody stood up to somebody, maybe pushed them away, or it's somebody who pushes someone away. You see? There's the truth, the aha moment. Well, it was win or lose. Somebody's wanting something. This is somebody who wanted this to be successful. But it's also a person who's playing the field, dated a lot of people, hasn't really met anyone. They see, you know, they've long term, you see. But it has to do with, I feel it's energy of why something wasn't successful, why it didn't go the distance. Could be somebody long distance as well. Tell me about this star. A little Aquarius energy here. Tell me about the star. Gemini, Aquarius energy. Yeah, see, someone's looking back at this, feel like giving up, but this is a person who doesn't give up. See, and I feel like you have that in common. Someone's looking at the things you have in common, something they didn't see because they're looking back. So I feel like you have a person here who's kind of fantasizing and looking at how something played out here. You see? Someone here is obsessed here. But I feel the things in common is the creativity, the energy of not giving up. Being focused, being driven, going after what you want. So win or lose, this person's definitely not giving up. They're leaving something behind, though. They're releasing something. So whatever this is, they're letting go of something willingly. Yeah, see, someone here definitely wasn't speaking the truth, so it has to do with the truth. You see? This is a person who's very curious, often very curious, very logical. It's a person who chooses their words wisely. So there's something they didn't tell you, okay? Something to do with some kind of truth. Like I say, maybe this person, you know, so there's somebody's feeling the love here, but it has to do with making choices and they failed to see, or like I say, they were indecisive. Well, I feel like you're sharing these energies. Tell me about the devil. Why is the devil here? Obsession, workaholic. Yeah, there's a couple of workaholic energies here. In fact, some of you may have a couple people here. I see possibly the energy of 3, but 2 people here. See, this is 2 people getting to know each other, learning about each other. Somebody's moved away to avoid a disaster. It has to do with choosing a soulmate. This could be a friendship too, you know. But, you know, that King of Pentacles is definitely a Capricorn energy. Taurus or Virgo possibly as well. Aries, Leo, Sag, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Wow, someone has a lot of options. Tell me about this King of Pentacles. This one here. Why is this here? Why is this King of Pentacles here? Yeah, it has to do with someone being patient, investing. Someone's definitely invested in their money, their finances, but it has to do with waiting patiently. Something to do with the timing. Maybe the timing wasn't right. It has to do with a person who's probably used to being chased. They have a little bit of an ego, very charming, possibly very attractive. I mean, maybe you have a choice between 2. You know, maybe there's something that you need to see. Okay, to do with love. Someone's definitely feeling the love here. The King of Cups is someone who's looking for love. Maybe that you have 2 people who have, you know, Earth in their chart. Or there's just 2 people who are very focused on their finances. There's some kind of obsession. So I feel what we have is 2 successful people. Where you have a choice between 2. Tell me about this 7 of Cups. Yeah, see how someone conducts themselves. It has to do with someone, maybe somebody wasn't faithful. You see? Someone who's used to being chased. Maybe you were chasing this person or they were chasing you. Yeah, this could go either way. So I feel here what we have is 2 people here that just aren't on the same page. But it has to do with faith. Being on the same page. 2 people getting each other. But it has to do with commitment, some kind of an agreement. Maybe somebody wasn't faithful. They didn't tell you. Okay, maybe you didn't see it. Or maybe they feel that way about you. Something to do with truth, success, also financial success, a victory. Someone seeing the truth here. They're having that aha moment. It has to do with the Hierophant, the way someone conducts themselves. Their habits, their lifestyle, the things you have in common, you see. So there's a little bit of history here. Maybe somebody has a history of not being faithful. Someone didn't tell you something. Maybe they were, this could be somebody, like I say, or somebody here doesn't have faith in themselves. Tell me about this Page of Swords. Why is this here? Yeah, so it has to do with some kind of change. I definitely see a lot of abundance, things starting to move. So it's an energy of kind of moving on, seeing the truth, moving on. But it looks like someone's coming back around. So some of you could be moving away from one person and you have another person coming in. So who is this King of Pentacles? And what is it that they want? Yeah, they want emotional fulfillment. This is someone crazy about you. Someone's crazy about you. Okay, it's about someone wearing their heart on their sleeve, putting all the cups on the table. It has to do with someone seeing the bigger picture, the emotional fulfillment. They want to build. So someone doing possibly some inner work, but they're definitely someone who's a workaholic. Okay, so there's something you have in common, or you have two people who have something in common that you haven't seen, that you didn't recognize. See, if you have a choice, maybe this is what's going on here. It's them who have something in common. Maybe they're not faithful. Two people who definitely are used to being chased. They have a pretty big ego. But I actually see the King and Queen of Wands, and that's an energy of two people who have something in common. So it's chasing success. So I feel it has to do with two people possibly chasing success, working a lot. But it takes two people to build. This is somebody who wants to build something. Yeah, this is building a commitment, doing things right. Being fair. Yeah, we have an Emperor here, someone who likes to have things their way. An Emperor is definitely somebody here who's definitely quite well off, but there's some kind of obsession or something unhealthy, something to do with the history. So we have a single person, someone who has everything they need but love. So there's the energy, little Sag energy, someone pulling back, looking at things differently, seeing things different. Maybe that you feel something is off. Maybe you failed to see it, okay, or they did. But it has to do with someone tempering their passions and emotions. Right? Tempering those passions, tempering the emotions, head over heart decision. Now, so you got a person who's crazy about you. I can tell you that right now. But like I say, maybe you've got a couple people here where you're kind of looking at this where they actually have something in common, okay, where they're like the same. I feel we've got someone who has a history of not being faithful. So it's definitely something unhealthy, but it doesn't have to be. I'm seeing a workaholic, Capricorn, okay? Somebody who works a lot. It's also energy of someone who becomes obsessed with something and they can't let go. So there it is. Teamwork, cooperation, compromise, compatibility. Someone's acknowledging something here. There's something this person's acknowledging, okay? Has to do with marriage, commitment, coming in right, doing the right thing. Maybe somebody wasn't fair, okay? They didn't take time to get to know you. So there may have been some kind of judgment or something here. But wow, it has to do with, you know, like I say, some of you got a choice. You may be compatible with both, but I actually feel they have something in common that you have failed to see, okay? Tell me about there's an acknowledgement, the aha moment. See the light bulb going off. It's often a person who comes up with an idea, but it has to do with win or lose the truth. It has to do with the truth, okay? Someone's definitely successful. It's often just a person who's playing the field, dating a lot of people. They haven't really seen anyone they see going the distance. So it has to do with going the distance. Now, it could be someone who is at a distance, okay? But I feel it's a person here who's definitely feeling those feelings. You know, we have someone reminiscing, someone longing for love, someone missing somebody, but it could be just a crush. But I'll tell you, there's an obsession here with compatibility, the things you have in common. So this is an energy of someone acknowledging something here, something they didn't do before. It has to do with not being on the same page, right? And being on the same page. Someone exploring all their feelings, emotions. Someone's about to make a decision here. So it has to do with confidence. See? Somebody becoming confident. A little Leo energy, some Taurus energy. A lot of energy here. Tell me about the Six of Wands energy. Yeah, so it has to do with someone releasing all their options and letting go, things that no longer serve. But it has to do with someone's hopes and dreams, see? Oh, yeah. Someone needs to let go. I feel it's a little bit of a healing, but I also see someone making a head over heart decision here. Tell me about the Star. Tell me more about the Star. This is somebody's hopes and dreams, everything they could ever want. looking at whether this will be successful. But yeah, someone's not budging. They're not moving. They're being stubborn, selfish, refusing to cooperate or compromise. Someone's not budging here. They're keeping things close to their chest. This is someone who needs to let go. Okay, that someone needs to let go. So it's kind of a stubborn energy. This is someone acknowledging this. Now, and it could be yourself here. You fail to recognize. Maybe you've got a couple of people here and you may be reflecting on this. But, you know, that strength is telling me it's somebody taming the beast within themselves. See, learning to cooperate and compromise. It has to do with compatibility, the things you have in common. So maybe that's the energy of, you know, if you've been dating people and you're starting to realize, you know, that something is off here, you know, or you have a type. Maybe you have a type and you're starting to realize this type. You know, they're stubborn. They refuse to budge, refuse to give in. You see? Yeah. It could be something to do with children, you know. Some kind of history here. But you know what's so interesting? If this is an energy where you're recognizing your type, you see, and that you've got a couple people and you're feeling that these two people, they have something in common. And that's what I feel this is being acknowledged. But also someone here is, like I say, they're kind of looking back, feeling a little bit beat up, someone who feels like giving up. So this is someone who's kind of given up. They've been just playing the field, dating, and haven't really met anyone. And now you've got this King of Cups coming in. So this could be someone who's different than your usual type. And that's what it's probably saying. Try something different, someone different. You know, it could kind of throw you off a little bit because they are different. Because I feel like if you've been dating a lot of people, and you've been playing the field, dated a lot, and you haven't had a lot of success, it's likely because you have a type. Because it's like you've got two people who are the same type. They may be different signs, but their personalities, the way they conduct themselves, their lifestyles, their habits, the same. You see? So very interesting. But I feel like you have a person here who's different coming in. Looks like a new crush. Maybe this is someone who wants children, likes children. Maybe they want a family. And it has to do with the things that you have in common. So there's the energy. A little Scorpio. They could be a Scorpio. Okay. Cancer, Pisces energy themselves. Maybe a little Leo energy here. But it has to do with someone being confident to take that leap of faith. So it's about looking back and leaving something behind and going down this path. See? You know, somebody who's more compatible. Someone more your type. So if you have a type, that's what it's telling you to look at your type. Okay, and your type may be people who refuse to budge, refuse to give in. They want everything their way or the highway. They won't budge. Okay, so like I say, you may have to let go of that energy too. Oh, it's crazy. Let's have a look at the Strength card. Yeah, slow and steady wins the race. Taking your time, taking time to get to know someone, feeling a little apprehensive. But this is a person who wants to have success. So like I say, you may have someone here, you know, who's unhealthy, you know, unhealthy habits, patterns, lifestyle. You know, they don't want to cooperate or compromise. But what you have coming in is somebody who I feel does want to cooperate and compromise. They're looking for love, see? So it's about taking more time to get to know someone. If you have people who won't really take the time to get to know you, they don't spend time with you, you may have failed to recognize a type, okay? So I feel like this is an energy of trusting your intuition, your inner knowing, your inner wisdom. See, taking things slow. You already know these things, I feel, okay? So you may even actually have someone who's with some Pisces in their chart somewhere, heading your way. But I feel it's telling you to just trust your intuition. So it's about leaving something behind and going down this path with someone who is your type. Two people being on the same page, same lifestyle. So this is where I feel like you can feel confident. Now, this is also a person who's mature. They come in confident. You see, sometimes this is a person up here who's overly confident. So, yeah, often that King of Wands is, but you know, like I say, I feel like you've got some things in common with this person, you know, And I feel like these other people, they have something in common. That's what it's telling me. So it's telling you to look at that, to reflect on it. But I feel like you're going to go down this path, but it could be this person taking a leap of faith. So I do see commitment, two people being on the same page. See, having faith in the path you're on, having faith that you're compatible. See, someone here's exploring all their feelings, emotions, looking at how this could play out. So it's an energy of someone who's preparing how this may play out. And I often see that with the Seven of Cups and the Fool. Yeah. So there's definitely an energy of a person here who, has confidence in themselves. You see, they're mature about this path they're going to go down, slow and steady. There's a little apprehension because you never know where something's going to go, but it has to do with being confident. Yeah, and that's also, I feel, to do with yourself. Like there's things you may have failed to see, but I feel like you're going to see. Into me I see. You already know, okay? It's likely a person, who's more your type here. Yeah, very soon. You've got love coming in here. Very soon. Clearly decide what you want. It's an energy of somebody putting in the effort, making the effort. You see, great love is worth taking the steps that you're guided to take. You're being guided, or someone is feeling that guided towards you. Wow. One more card for Pisces. Yeah, looks like a type. Now, if this isn't yourself, it's this person. They have a type. Okay? Or a habit or a pattern. So if it isn't yourself, it's them, not, failing to recognize. But there's someone here looking at love here. Yeah, see, there it is. Religious factors, being on the same page. So like I say, people's lifestyles, their habits, religious beliefs. It's about being on the same page, getting each other, similar lifestyles, routines, whatever that means to you. And then we have calling in your soulmate. So it's about deciding what it is you want. Okay, calling in the soulmate, your prayers and affirmations. Somebody is definitely looking for love here. Yeah, somebody here wants to express themselves. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. See, someone's going to take that leap of faith. But I feel with this energy, like I say, looking back, feeling beat up. This is someone who feels beat up. They feel like giving up. And then when they find you, they connect with you. They may be the one, feeling something is off. You're different. You're different than their usual type. But the thing is looking back at the type of people that you've dated or they've dated, they see this stubborn, refusing to budge, refusing to give in. You see? Very interesting energy. So yeah, you've got some new love coming in here. There's some new love coming in. Soulmate connection. Beautiful. Yeah, it's calling in your soulmate. This is someone who's looking for a soulmate. They're looking for the same thing you are. And you may share this energy. You may have this in common where it's about, I feel you're going to break free from this energy more than likely, because I do see this energy of change. Moving on. See, there's somebody here, like I say, if you have a person who comes back around, they're likely never going to change and never tell you the whole truth. You see, and that's where I feel that light bulb's going off, and you're going to see, you see, the introspection to go in. You're going to go within here, I feel, but I actually feel this person's in that same energy. Yeah, you're both different. So this is an energy of engaging and getting to know each other, growing closer. This is two people connecting, growing closer, getting to know each other. Maybe this is something, that this is someone who hasn't done before, is take more time to get to know someone. Slow and steady wins the race, and being confident about that path. So this is someone who's pretty confident about how they feel that's coming towards you. Your love life is ascending to a higher commitment here. So this is an energy of someone who's ready to commit. They're confident. They're emotionally mature and available. You see, they're not afraid of sharing their feelings and their emotions. So maybe you have a type that keeps things close to their chest. They just come in when they want attention. They have other options. You see, they're always seeking other options. The grass is always greener on the other side. You see, And that's what I feel. And you may be in that same energy, but I feel if you've had a few people you've dated in the past, and you're starting to see that they're very much the same. So it's a type. So now it's about choosing a different type. Honestly, it almost feels like them. Okay. So Pisces, I feel like, you know, you've got a person heading in your direction here. And I'll tell you, somebody is about to come in. I see some kind of truth and success, win or lose. Someone's going to tell you the truth. It could be someone coming back around telling you the truth because they've taken that pause. I actually feel they could have Pisces in their chart. I really do. Definitely see the energy of someone releasing and letting go of things from the past, letting go of their options. You see, they're ready to team up. They're ready to cooperate and compromise. It's an energy of partnering up. This is two people who build each other up. They lift each other up and go down this path. So this is a really, really nice reading for you, Pisces. It's a soulmate connection. See, calling in your soulmate. This is possibly yourself, but it could be them. Very soon, someone's about to make the effort. You know, it's energy of committing, but making sure you're on the same page. Okay, talking, communicating, drinking from each other's cups, seeing eye to eye. Make sure you see eye to eye. Okay, I feel like you will here. So beautiful energy. Yeah. Wow. Pisces, I wish you the best here. Okay. Looks like you've been on a bit of a journey, dated a lot of people, but it really looks like this person. You know, like I say, you could be the King of Cups here. So this is a wonderful energy. You don't have to be. Like I say, this could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy, or just somebody who's ready for love, longing for love. See, longing for family, maybe children. You know, it probably starts out as a crush, so it's about investing. See, maybe just keeping things simple at first. Yeah. This could also be somebody here who's been focused on work. Okay. Workaholic. Somebody who's spent all their time making sure they're financially stable before they go down that path. Maybe it's leaving the children behind. Maybe their children have gone off on their own. Could be an empty nester energy too. So yeah, really nice. Pisces, I wish you the best. Okay, I feel this is one of those readings where you just kind of see what happens, see what plays out here. But I feel like there's someone here who sees you as their hopes and dreams. But I do feel this energy of leaving things behind and moving towards something more successful. Okay, so this is definitely a person who's been focusing on their financial success first and foremost. Now, the devil energy could be, like I say, a workaholic, but it also could be somebody who was obsessed with somebody and now is realizing, you know, they have some kind of type, or they have just unhealthy relationships in the past. It's time to go down a new path here. So there you go. Wish you the best, Pisces. Bye for now.